Good morning. This is Thomas from thomasyoungauthor.com. Today is Tuesday, August 11th, 2026. So today I want to talk about a YouTube video that showed up in my feed, and it's again about this guy, Gray Young, and his podcast, Gay Over. I will share the video, the link to the video in that note, and I really invite you to watch that. He has a guest on, and that guest is a guy called Rob, another German, and he has this channel, InsideRob, and in that YouTube channel, he visits all the gay bathhouses and the sleazy gay bars, what you used to call leather bars, where there's a lot of sex and prostitution going on. And yesterday, his YouTube account got suspended by YouTube, and therefore they made an episode, a special episode. This is like and they even say it at the beginning of the episode of Gay Over that it is a special episode because that got suspended. And in that episode, you can see how the gay community is organized like an organized crime network. These two guys act as if they don't know each other, but believe me, they know each other. Second of all, they constantly speak in code language. And whenever you see them speak in that code language, you see, that Rob guy rolling his eyes and like this, like psychopaths do. Psychopaths have this look like this when something ticks a box. And in the 9th minute, they talk about a guy called Marius, and Marius is a big shot guy in the Berlin. Berlin is basically the piggy city, and it's basically the mecca of the gay world. And Marius is a big shot guy, and this is the guy they basically work for, if you know what I mean. They make a joke about that Gray Young guy makes a joke about him. They make a joke about soap and they smell their hands, and then and then say next time I'm in Marius's office, I will take 3 samples of that soap. Now that is the code language I'm talking about. I'm not entirely sure what it means, but you know what I mean. You can see it. It happens in minute 9. So I invite you to watch it. And what that guy Rob does on his channel is basically go to all the sleazy bars and where you can have sex in the dark room and the bathhouses, and tells people, look, people, these are wonderful places. Look, all these nice people that work here, and look how clean it all is. There is no criminality going on here or prostitution. I mean, I've been to these places. Well, in Amsterdam, you have Dirty Dicks, Eagle, Argos, what else? The NZ Sauna, Club Church, and all these places. And he shows what wonderful places these are. I mean, if you look at I will also link a video of that, and then you'll see for yourself. What that is about. You see, they want to present this as innocent places. Rob and that Gray Young guy are also groomers. They're basically telling the people, you can come to these places. There's no criminality going on, no prostitution. Everything is fine here, and we'll know. For example, the new InsideRob sauna. I told you that story about that guy, Toby Didi, constantly being there, keeping an eye on people. All sorts of other dangerous stuff going on. The extreme gang stalking me and my friends have been, the victim of. And these are the perpetrators of that. You see, the objective of that video they made and the Gay Over podcast is, YouTube suspended their account, so they have to accuse YouTube of homophobia, and that's what they basically do in that video. So, because later that day, after that video got reported and put on YouTube, Rob's account got reinstated. So they were successful in their endeavor to reinstate that account. But YouTube suspended that account for a very good reason, because these people are grooming people. What do you do then? You accuse them of homophobia, and that's what they do, what these two pigs are doing in that video. Can you believe it? I mean, that Rob guy is also an OnlyFans creator. He shows him having sex, and here you can see what the gay identity is all about. At the end, towards the end of the video, he says, "Now YouTube suspended me. Now people are going to think that there might be some truth, that there's something wrong to what I do and what I am." And here you see what I always said about the gay identity. For them, the gay identity, because they use the word gay and everything, is putting sex at the center of your life and make your life all about having sex, going to sleazy bars, going to bathhouses. It's all about sex for them. And I invite you to watch this video. You see, I told you in the other video about that guy that yesterday about that chose assisted suicide. That friend of mine, his name was Eric. And he, when we were about 19 years old, he took me to one of the bars that Rob guy made a review on. And we went into the basement and there was a sling. And he lied down in that sling naked. I mean, I've never seen him so happy. And then there were all these guys in a row with their pants down, waiting in line to do him. And he said, "Oh no, I want Thomas to watch. I think that's the hot thing to do." So I stood, in the corner in the back somewhere watching that spectacle. I mean, I thought my sex life was extreme, but his was even more extreme. But I liked him. He was a very, very good friend of mine. And I would not recommend any other teenager to do such things. But I know what these bars are about. I went out there when I was young. There's a lot of prostitution going on. There's a lot of shady stuff going on. And these people try and present this as something innocent. And then later, the same people, he frequented these places a lot, and, were also instrumental in getting my friend, in sending him into death. You know what I mean? That is what that world is all about. And in that video, you can see, there is this really fucked up hierarchy, so that everybody has to report to other people. And you can see it in this video. You can see a certain, they're on the one hand happy because they feel powerful in a way, because when they do this video, they get rewarded by Marius or these other people that are, and this is also what Tom and Berto are involved in. They also have a place in that fucked up hierarchy, and they're in charge of this area with other people. I don't know how this works. And they're all about methamphetamine. These people all use methamphetamine. They go to the piggy parties, they organize them, they ritualize them, they make them grow ever more. And again, I'm asking, I was thinking now about, the HIV doctor and his assistant. They must know that this is going on. They want to know everything about it. Can they sit back and say, we're just neutral observers? We are just, STDs and HIV, that's just for medical research. We are neutral on this. And psychiatrists. Really? Because I think, many of these doctors are involved in these people, or have been implicated or coerced into doing this. I don't know how that works, but you see, and because I couldn't watch the video in full. This is a 1-hour video, but you see, to me, these people already if I hear these people speak, I know people like that, it makes me upset. I thought I overcame most of this, but when I see these people, I know what these people are all about, and I want you to watch it, and also spread these videos and make sure that people know that this is not innocent. Well, thank you for listening. Have a nice day. Bye bye.